No proving, no begging, no bending over backwards will ever make someone choose you. Hey loves, welcome back. Today we're diving into a tough but freeing truth. You were never created to beg to be chosen or settle for being someone's second option. Some of you are tired, and it's not the kind of tired that comes from work or life. You're exhausted because you've been begging to be chosen. You've been trying to prove your worth to people who can't even see you. You've been lowering your standards, shrinking your voice, giving pieces of yourself away just for a seat at tables you were never meant to sit at. And deep down, you know you deserve better. So let's break that cycle, because you were never meant to beg for what God has already freely given you. You ever notice how much energy we waste trying to matter to people who don't even value us? We give them our time, our loyalty, our heart, shoot, sometimes even our dignity. And what do we get in return? Nothing, breadcrumbs, just enough to keep us hanging on, but never enough to fill us. Think about it. How many nights have you laid in bed, replaying every text, every conversation, wondering if you said enough, did enough, were enough for someone to finally notice you? And how many times have you checked your phone over and over, hoping that they'll call, hoping that they'll care, only to be disappointed again? And how many excuses have you made for their lack of effort? They're just busy. They'll come around. Oh, they're just tired. Oh, he's like that. But deep down, you know the truth, but you don't want to face it. And no amount of proving yourself, no amount of begging, no amount of bending over backwards will ever make someone choose you if they have already decided not to. But what do, girls? We stay. We keep pouring into empty places. If anything, we pour more, and we keep giving second chances, even endless chances, to someone who's already shown us who they are. We keep hoping that one day the love, the validation, the recognition will finally come back around, but baby, it never does. And let me be clear, that's not love, that's not partnership, that's bondage. John 10:10 reminds us the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. That's exactly what happens when we cling to toxic love. It steals our joy, kills our peace, and destroys our sense of worth. But God is calling you out of that. He wants you free, whole, and living in the kind of love that reflects His heart. So let me paint you a picture. Imagine a woman who falls for someone who looks perfect on the outside. He's charming, funny, cute, confident. Everyone else thinks he's the dream guy. He knows exactly what to say in public, and people around her keep telling her how lucky she is. But behind closed doors, it's crumbs. It's anything but, right? He only compliments her when it benefits him, maybe when he wants something. If she speaks up about her needs, suddenly she's too much or too sensitive. If she doesn't go along with his plans, he punishes her with silence, withdrawal, or even attitude. So what does she do? She convinces herself, if I just love harder, if I just prove I'm loyal enough, if I give him more of me, maybe he'll finally see my worth. And little by little, she pours out her time, her energy, her peace, only to walk away emptier every single time. That's what happens when you sit at the wrong table. You start doubting your worth. You start thinking you're the issue. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not the right size. Maybe I'm too clingy. Maybe I'm not successful enough. But the truth is, his behavior is already telling you everything. He's not too busy. He's not confused. He's not struggling to love. He just doesn't value her the way God intended a man to value a woman. And the longer she stays, the more her whole being feels it. Her body starts breaking down from stress, sleepless nights, headaches, even a tight chest from all the anxiety. Her mind feels it too, overthinking every little thing, second guessing herself, living in a fog of self-doubt, and her spirit restless, no peace. Deep down, she knows she's out of alignment with God's plan. Here's the reality: begging for crumbs at the wrong table will keep you starving. Sometimes what hurts the most isn't just the rejection, it's realizing you were never supposed to be there in the first place. You had all these red flags that we love to ignore, right? Or we'd start telling ourselves, if I just give a little more, if I just love harder, if I sacrifice enough, maybe they'll finally see me, maybe they'll finally choose me. But girl, you are not meant to beg for the bare minimum. You are not meant to settle for the crumbs. How many times have you accepted being someone's option while praying to be their priority? How many times have you explained away their lack of effort? They're just busy. Oh, they're just going through a lot or whatever. Meanwhile, you're carrying the relationship on your back, pouring out all your love and energy, only to be left empty. That's not love. That's pure exhaustion. You'll eventually lose yourself. Listen, if something is truly for you, it won't constantly drain you. It won't keep forcing you to prove your worth over and over again. The right things from God won't require you to beg. They'll align. They'll give life. They'll give you peace. I need you to ask yourself, are you really in love with this person, or are you just addicted to the hope that one day they'll finally value you? The moment you stop chasing crumbs, the moment you stop chasing, you make room for what's for you. And I know breaking free isn't easy. Cutting ties with people you love hurts. It's not just walking away, it's grieving what you hoped it could have been. You'll wrestle with the what ifs. What if they change? What if I just waited a little longer? What if I never find anything better? And then comes the doubt. You'll wonder if you made the right choice. You'll replay memories of the good moments, even though the bad outweighed them. You'll feel the emptiness of leaving behind what was familiar, even if what was familiar was slowly killing your peace. But freedom always comes with a cost. It's supposed to. Letting go is painful, but that pain is actually proof you're healing. And when you finally let go of what's not for you, you create space for what is. That's when God starts filling the empty places with his peace. That's when you stop chasing temporary attention and start experiencing lasting love. And maybe the most beautiful part, you realize you've been chosen all along. You just kept looking for your worth in the wrong places. So how do you actually start breaking free? Let me give you 3 first moves. First one, name it honestly. Stop sugarcoating stuff. Call it what it is. Say it out loud. The relationship is draining me. This habit is destroying my peace. The friendship isn't healthy, because you can't heal from what you keep pretending is fine. Second, set one clear boundary. You don't have to flip your whole life overnight. Start with one step. Maybe it's blocking the number you always run back to. Maybe it's saying, I can't hang out tonight, instead of overextending yourself again. Maybe it's deleting that app that keeps pulling you into old patterns. Boundaries are where freedom begins. Third, invite God into the gap. Breaking free will leave empty spaces, and if you don't fill it with Him, you'll be tempted to run back to what broke you. So use that time to pray, journal, worship, or just sit still and say, Lord, I feel the emptiness, but I trust you fill it with something better. I have lived this, and maybe you have too, and I learned the hard way. People overlook you, people reject you, people walk away sometimes without even giving you a reason or giving you a bunch of lies just for you to just leave. But guess what? God has never overlooked you. He has never rejected you and has never abandoned you. And that changes everything. The world will make you feel like you're either too much or not enough, too loud, too emotional, too broken, or not pretty enough, not successful enough. And if you listen to those voices long enough, you start believing you have to earn love. You start shrinking yourself, silencing yourself. But God looks at you and says, you're mine, you're worth it. You're already chosen. And once you start believing that, it changes everything. It changes the way you look at things, the way you look at yourself, the way you feel about yourself. And when you live chosen, you stop chasing people who can't see your value, and you start resting in the one who gave you value. That's where freedom begins. Stop chasing people who give you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but never enough to truly love you. Stop settling for late night texts, but no commitment. Stop being the one who always bends, always apologizes, always gives second chances, when deep down you know they're never going to change. Stop measuring your value by who stays and who leaves. Your worth doesn't change just because someone else can't see it. Yes, walking away hurts. You'll replay the good moments and wonder if you made a mistake, but don't confuse someone else's inability to value you with your actual worth. Their blindness doesn't cancel your beauty. The rejection doesn't erase your calling. Before we end today's episode, I want you to grab your journal and sit with these questions. Who am I begging to choose me and why? How has chasing people's approval drained me spiritually, mentally, or emotionally? Remember, freedom starts when you get honest with yourself. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this message spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend or anyone you know who's been settling for crumbs. You never know, this could be the encouragement they've been needing to hear. If you haven't already yet, follow the podcast so you don't miss the next episode. Remember, you don't have to chase love when love himself has already chosen you. Till next time, love you.